And welcome to the Batten International Student Resources page. My name is Gianpaolo Licata, and I am going to be your graduate advisor in our MPP program here at the Batten School. I'm looking forward to working with you, but before we work together, let's give you some resources. So what you see in front of you is the homepage for a Canvas page that the team here and I developed to help give you a place to go to strengthen your knowledge on American government, politics, history, and economics, so you can be more successful in transitioning into our MPP program. But outside of that, it is also meant to try to give you additional resources on just life at the band school and the UVA community. So here's where we start. Page 1 gives you an idea of the purpose, what you can find, where to start, and how to make the most of this. So by watching this video, you're on the right track. This is meant to kind of help you navigate what exactly you can find on this Canvas page and how to make the most of your time here. So once you watch this video, we go to modules. Modules is right here on this menu on your left, where you have your home page, which will always take you to this page, your modules page, which will take you to the Learning Center and resources, and people, so you can see who else is here with you. So going to modules first. You've watched this video, nicely done. Next thing up is your learning resources right here. And we have 3 categories you can take advantage of. First one, video resources and podcasts. Top one right here, this crash course video series on US government and politics. I cannot recommend it enough. It's 50 videos. I know that's a lot, but they're animated. They have a bunch of different fun ways to show you different parts of our government and our political system. And each one covers one specific thing, 5 to 10 minutes long, and something just to kind of watch on your downtime, take some notes, try to absorb. Outside of that, we have similar playlists on US history and economics. And those right here are going to be your big base for learning. This is one type of media you can take in. You can watch these videos, have a little fun with it. And then you can go to these different podcasts from the civics podcast, where you could go on this top right and click all the episodes, or you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, but you can just click on one that interests you and just listen to it on here. Hope one of these podcasts from this one and then the NPR one that you see right here are just as extra current events. So make these more supplementary to things like this very first resource videos that are going to give you a little more specific information. But let's say you don't want to watch, and let's say you don't have time to listen to podcasts. You can go to a review guide here. We have a review guide for you to use. It's one we use to our AP government students at high schools across the nation, just to give you an idea of the different political systems, the different government and different processes that take part here in the United States. And then we also just have additional informational websites, from a article by Medium on basics on how the US works and everything an American should know, all the way to a little index where you can kind of work through, find different agencies, look at elected officials, look at state and local governments, so on and so forth. These are all just things you can explore. Going back to modules, we'll take you back to the page before. But then outside of that, we also have resources for you. So we have things like our new international student checklist, which is something you can work through to give you an idea of what next steps you have to have. We also have things like housing resources, which are a list of things that you can click on, which will take you to different websites that can help you with finding housing. But outside of that, we continue to try to get you set up by providing a UVA checklist for things that you should keep in mind when you're coming into Virginia, when you're coming into the United States. The list you can check off. And beyond that, we have more information on our CHIBO, our Complete Immersion Band Orientation, which starts June 1st. And even our lingo that we use. You know, I myself, Italian is my first language, and different dialect in Sicily is drastically different than what you hear in Northern Italy. We are kind of the same. So we have all this lingo that we use that for you to know will give you a little bit of a leg up and a better understanding of what everybody is talking about. Because I know firsthand experience just how hard it can be to be in somewhere where you're not familiar of what people are saying. So this is to kind of give you more tools. Again, if anything's underlined, you can click on it and boom, it takes you to that link and you can explore it a little more. Here's another example. Boom, right there. Gives you an idea of what exactly some people might be talking about. Going back to modules again. And this is it. This is your resources page. The only thing that's missing, and I'm going to add by the beginning of June, is going to be a test your knowledge page. Wanted to give you some time to explore, but essentially I'm just going to put some quizzes, not graded, just for you to review to see how you're putting it all together. Again, last but not least, going back over it, I really recommend these Crash Course video series, especially this one right here. And I also recommend you connecting with your students, continuing to come join us on the group meet, and not hesitating to reach out if you have any questions. Again, thank you for visiting our Batten International Student Resources page. The last thing I'll leave you with is, just like our program, you're going to get out of it as much as you put into it. So definitely take your time, study the videos, read the reviews, listen to the podcast, and continue to reach out to us. We cannot wait for you to come on grounds and welcome you for our in-person orientation student welcome. But until then, we will talk soon. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy our Canvas page.